welcome back for part 4, guys and girls, and it will be without the really good descriptions of everything, I'm afraid, because my knowledge does not stretch that far. Wow. How that young fella remembered all that, I don't know. That is obviously his passion, isn't it? And that's brilliant. Well, I think we feel very lucky there. For anyone that wants to know exactly how this ship worked and exactly how dangerous it was, like the steam was so hot and at such a pressure that it would slice you in half. And if they had a steam leak, like he said, because it was so high pressure, our hearing frequency couldn't hear it, so they'd test it with a broom and it'd slice the broom in half. I'm very happy now. It's cheered me up today after my after my busts earlier. And now we'll go back to kind of where we were.
The auxiliary machinery in this compartment includes a set of twin evaporators located on the port side, which we use to distill seawater for use in the boilers.
Yeah, that's just exactly what he was saying.
Water supply for the ship's company.
His description, I must admit, was brilliant.
Please use the nearby ladder to gain access to the common machine shop immediately above this compartment, where you will find another ladder taking you back up to the main number 2 deck.
Below the waterline here. And this is where we were just now.
In the forward engine room.
And I need to try and remember what way we came, because I cannot remember. Oh dear. That's all down there where he was pointing out. Obviously you can't access it now, but I'll have to do a bit of editing. I don't know if it may have been that way. We'll go through this way and see. There's stairs over there. How do I get over that way now? Dash at all. Yeah, young fella's got me lost.
Rotating the blade, draw the propeller shaft through the gearbox mechanism attached to each engine. Once the steam had passed through the turbines, it was cooled and allowed to collect as water in a large vacuum tank located beneath the engine, known as a condenser, before being recycled back into the boilers to make more steam.
It's very complicated, all this stuff, isn't it? Imagine having to be in charge of this lot. That would be a nervous wreck. Probably. Sorry, thank you. Port outer engine and all that white stuff is asbestos, but as Ben said, it is coated in PVA. Oh, here we go. This is the way we're keeping it out. Oh, for God's sake. No entry, I'll have to go back the other way. How annoying and frustrating. Oh, that was my knee. And I can't even complain either, because it's like a waiver, so getting the ticket for this place, so man gets mushed up good fun, innit? I wonder if you're allowed to smoke on here. Do you think they'll let you smoke? This is where we were with all the astern. Cruising, astern and ahead. Here we are. Common Machine Workshop. I hope this gets me back to where I was, because I hadn't checked everything that I wanted to check. And this ship is very, very... it's like a maze. Oh, this was a weed. Yep. My God, marvellous show, old boy. Common Machine Workshop. Plenty to see. Well, anyone that's into their World War II and beyond naval history, go and give this one a visit for your money. You get well worth your money, I think, in my humble opinion. Suction from bulge compartment. It's interesting, all this. That's back down into the engine room, that is. Tools on loan to be returned by, and then you'd have to write your name in there. We're back in an area I kind of recognise, I believe. Whew. Smoke mask apparatus. Yes. But you'd need that if it caught fire down here or whatnot. Naval badges. Master at Arms. Go back round this way and see what else we can find. Because the show, ladies and gentlemen, is most definitely not over yet. Laundry. By Chinese civilians who lived on board with the crew. in the dark days of our colonial empire and all that kind of stuff. Port waste. No entry. And out through there, one can actually hear the Thames. So, no entry into that bit. Don't know what's in there, but looks relatively interesting. Making sure I don't drop my phone in there. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Ship's workshop. So let's run this way then, shall we? Told you this place is like a maze. Like a bloody maze. Malroom. He's bad actor, man.
I have them written down, but, well, I was slightly distracted tucking into my rations. And what do you know, a seagull swooped down and nabbed them, along with my lunch.
Distracted by his own appalling acting skills, I doubt not.
Today marks HMS Belfast's first it was hit by a mine in 1939 and nearly destroyed.
Obviously it's for the kids, but I mean, come on, come on! Oh, the chapel. Well, at least we got to see one religious institution of some kind today. Oh, dash it all, it's locked. How sad. That's alright, I can give you a pretty good view of it. Few pews and that. Sound production equipment. HMS Belfast crew ran a radio station, piping popular music and radio shows across the ship to lift morale. Huh? It is interesting. And shredding. Air intake for a boiler room. You wouldn't have wanted to be there in those days because you could have been quite hurt. HMS Belfast, 1939 to 71. Electrical workshop. And I shall have to be finding the modern toilets in a minute. God, Jesus, look at that for a door. When it is possible for leaks. Ah, it's the freezer.
Chapel. That's where your dad would be.
Feeding the crew. Just pause and read. Down there where we were. Ship's company dining hall. That's where we just came from, the lower decks and boiler room and engine room. And this is where we were, I believe. Yes. Which I just hurt my toe there. That was quite painful. Yes, this is where we were because we walked through that kitchen, didn't we? Potato store. Jesus. Goddamn put a cat. Made me jump. Ovens. Cool. How's that for a mixing bowl there? Tin proving oven. That's for proving your bread.
I know, I just want to list this, and then I'll come look. We gotta do number 4. You know what to do out there.
Go this way because I went the wrong way. See, I told you it's easy to get lost on here.
In 18 months, we've covered tens of thousands of miles and seen 17 countries. Yet when we look back, it's the funny and pleasant moments we remember in a kaleidoscope of coloured memories. The afternoon exercise periods in the Pacific, diving into the shark-proof private swimming pool of the Belfast, the regatta at Trincomalee, when we took on the rest of the Navy and went down fighting. If we'd been civilian vacationers, the trip would have cost £3,000 or £4,000. But as we came into Plymouth, every single one of us would have said that this was the best moment of the lot. We'd seen the world, from the spruce and fern of Canada to the eucalyptus trees of Australia and Japan's apple blossom. Next time we leave British shores, it might be in a destroyer, an aircraft carrier, or a frigate. Our destination might be any one of the 5 foreign stations. And you could come and see the world with us, if you want to.
Dinner time, roll up your sleeves and get cooking. Okay. The galley entrance, this is where we were earlier. Dental surgery, that is also where we were, so I need to now find where we're gonna go. CPOs and CPOs only. Thomas Brown. I don't know where I came this way. No, I think I did. Yes. Yes, I did come this way. Very, very lost at the moment, I'm afraid. And did we we go this way? Because if I'm brutally honest with you, I'm not quite sure. No tray. No, we didn't go this way. That's an interactive room there and it's full of kids, so I won't be. That's where you can watch films, but they're all engaged at the moment. Yeah, we came this way, didn't we? So now we have to try and find our way back. What's down there? Just go and have a look. And I can't remember if we did go down this way or not, so it doesn't say what's down there. That gets us back down into the engine room and everything, which we've done. That's the sick bay over there. Cafe and toilets. I'm gonna pause you a minute. Hang on.
Don't worry, just lie still. You're in safe hands.
Sorry. Because I need to try and find my way back. I am rather lost, I must admit. Come this way, I think. Yeah, it's a potato stall, isn't it? Yeah. You can see this bit, funny enough. Right. See how easy it would be to get lost on the ship, like, and there's your announcements that would come through that in its heyday. It would be very, very easy to get lost here. That's the senior rank instead. Galley, dental surgery. Where do we go next? I think we're going to go back up here. Whew. That's the cafe, isn't it? Horse hangar, yeah, I remember this bit. Morgan Giles room, which is closed. Right. So I'm quite sure there was more to this up it's further up this end. Yes, it may have been.
Sure you don't need? Okay, that's off we go.
Sorry.
Thank you.
All right. Battery repair shop. Yeah, I remember this. Decks. Ah, here we are. We're at the back end of the ship now. Whew. And going in here and having a look around should get us roughly to our 30 odd minute area. The turret.
You are now standing in A turret, the forwardmost of HMS Belfast's 4 6-inch gun turrets. Each of the heavily armoured turrets houses 3 6-inch guns and weighs 175 tons. These guns, which helped to destroy the Scharnhorst and which battered enemy positions in Normandy and Korea, are an impressive reminder of the awesome power of naval gunnery. HMS Belfast's 6-inch guns could be used either against surface targets or to bombard enemy positions on land up to 14.5 miles or 23 kilometres away. The 4 6-inch gun turrets were controlled from either one of the 2 armoured director-control towers. The director-control towers were responsible for detecting and identifying potential targets for the guns. From 1942 onwards, targets were acquired and tracked by radar, but before that, large optical range finders had been used. Information about the target's range and bearing was then passed to the transmitting station. The transmitting station housed the Admiralty Fire Control Table, a mechanical computer which calculated the
Here's
correct
one that
elevations
works.
and training needed for the guns to hit.
You wind that,
The ammunition for the guns
pick up the
was
phone.
brought up from the shell rooms and magazines.
and then
These
get your
were
coordinates and
located well
such.
below the waterline, protected by heavy armour. Mechanical hoists were used to bring up
That's
the
where we
6-inch
were,
shells,
and this is below
each
us.
weighing 112 pounds or 51 kilograms, and the bags of cordite needed to propel them. Each turret was manned by a crew of 27, and a further 20 worked in the shell rooms and magazines below. The turret crew ran both the shells and their cordite charges manually into the breeches of the guns. The guns were then trained and elevated by hydraulic power. The firing sequence was controlled from the director control tower under the overall command of the captain and gunnery officer. A well-trained crew could be expected to fire up to 8 rounds a minute from each gun.
Wow.
HMS Belfast guns are now silent, but both forward turrets are trained on a target 12.5 miles away on the other side of London, the Scratchwood Motorway Services area on the M1, now London Gateway, as a reminder of the immense power and range of these guns.
I've heard about that. There we are. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Oh, Christ. What are we now? 29 minutes. I'll get us up to this bit, which is the front end of the ship. I'm not quite sure what the naval term for that is, but here we are. Do not lean on guardrails. I shall not lean on the guardrails. Wow, look, you get some pretty good views from here. Show you all the equipment and everything first. These chains, look, for the anchor and everything, that's quite something, isn't it? There goes an Jupiter Clipper, an Uber boat. And there goes the chains to the anchor. And this is one very, very impressive anchor. WL Buyers and Co Limited, Sunderland. And that's where I'm going to be going in a minute, in the upper decks and all up there. But before that, one shall visit the toilet. Yeah, look, you get a pretty decent view from here, didn't you, eh? I love these different vistas of the Thames. The Shard. London Bridge just there. And just, you can just see the flag of the top of it. Let me get you to 10. Where that flag is there, the Old George, that is Southwark Cathedral. Right, I won't the phone was annoying me, but I won't complain too much. It's been quite a nice day. Let's get in some photos. Helicopter up there. Helicopter, helicopter. Sorry, couldn't resist that. Hope everyone's enjoying the tour so far. You get Tower Bridge there. That's pretty iconic, isn't it? The old Tower of London. It's a hard one for me to choose which is my favourite London location, the Tower of London or St Margaret's Church in Barking. It's nice to see the Thames busy. Even if it is with Uber boats, but there we are. Alright, guys and girls, these are those impressive guns. We was just inside this gun turret. So I'll give you a quick walk around from this side. Then I'm going to pause, visit the toilet, and then I shall carry back on. And we'll be going to the upper decks up there, which is going to be quite interesting, I should imagine. Nice vista of all along the Thames. A lot of helicopters bopping about today. Right, guys and girls, I shall stop this one and go to the toilet and then carry back on with the next instalment. Join me again for the next part.